Welcome back to the Epicenter podcast. That's DAEPICENTRE, the British way.
You know what that is, the British way, the UK way.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The voice you're listening to is none other than Sir, Your Highness, Mr. King Bril, and I'm here with my dog, the greatest co-host in the world, Mr. Girls Like Sterl.
You know what it is, man. It's Girls Like Sterl, a.k.a. Mr. No Cap, the one, the only.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir, man. I can't even play. We can't even vibe into it.
Y'all see what I'm wearing today, man.
We
It's
got
a
a
whole lot of Charlotte shit. You know what's going on, man. Whole lot of Charlotte shit. Turn them up.
We got a legend in the building, man. Y'all hear his voice, man. Y'all
legend.
Also gotta be familiar with his voice. Or you ain't really Charlotte. You ain't Carolina at all.
You ain't wake up in the morning and ride to school if you ain't hear this voice in the morning. You already know what it is, man. It's No Limit Larry, the No Limit Larry in the building. You already know what's
No Limit Larry.
Man.
Appreciate you, Sterl, all the girls like.
You know,
King Bril,
you feel me?
Nice skin back in, huh?
We never left, man. We never left.
Oh no, y'all left for a minute.
Chill out.
Wesley killed y'all in New Jack City. You might not know about that, but
not too much.
Wesley Snipes killed y'all in New Jack City.
Hey, we back though.
If you want to see the death of light skin, go watch New Jack City.
Say that.
Wesley killed y'all.
Say that.
Damn. Well, he not
here what it is.
I'm here though. You here? I'm
in the building today. We fighting today. What's up?
Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. What do we start, man? Listen, so we done our research on you, man.
Oh, hell.
You know what I'm saying? But we got
did a research.
It's all lies, man. I ain't do none of that.
All alleged,
all alleged,
man.
All alleged. But we do want to kind of give like a frame of reference for somebody in case they've been under a rock or they don't know nothing about this side of nothing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, Mr. No Limit Larry, who are you if you had to describe yourself to somebody coming into Charlotte? What am I coming into?
First of all, born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina. There's very few of us left because they either dead in jail or just moved out the city. So there's very few of us that are born and raised right here, bred down home Charlotte. So I'm one of them. Did everything in the city, man. Work in the city, celebrating 25 years in radio. One show, one time, doing it that big, and went to college, pre-K, everything in the city.
Right here in the city.
I will be a city representative. I'm a husband sometime because I quit that every 3 weeks. I'm a daddy, you know what I mean, and a football coach, a basketball coach, a mentor. I work with a city program called Alternatives to Violence. I work with a county program called Block Love Charlotte. Woo. So somebody who just like to see people win and see my city win.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And like you said, this is not a lot of people here from Charlotte, born and raised in Charlotte. Bril been having a lot of folks on here from the 2-5.
We got
so we had to bring the 704 back, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he from the 2-5, but I'm from the East. He from Charlotte. We all from the city, man. So it's good to have some Charlotte love here. I had to rep for the city. They had to put the curry on that old school curry today. Just so we showing love, man. You know what I'm saying? We round. And just, you know, on my personal experience, I heard you on the radio years growing up. My pops know you, my uncle know you. They worked at Smith for a minute. My pops was at Hardin. I saw you there. So you ain't been not visible in the city. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing we can definitely say.
Well, that's what keep you working. You know what I mean? You can't work in a profession like communication and not be visible, not be touchable.
That's true.
So, you know, that's one thing. Like I said, starting out, man, I just love the city. So I'm one of the ones you might see me at Walmart 2:00 in the morning with some Crocs and some drawers on or something.
Type shit.
I just be out in the city. You know what I mean? I just love the city.
Type shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So let's get into it, man. So radio legend, bro. Your voice is legendary. If somebody wanted to get into radio today, somebody said, "Hey, I want to be the next No Limit Larry," if it's possible. You probably can't do it, but if I want to get as close as I humanly can,
I would tell him it'll never be another him, and that's not being like, it's not like being like that. It's just because the game has changed. Okay. Like the way I came in the game and the way the game is now, it's different. Like I said, we're in a digital age.
Right.
Like I came way before the digital age,
right.
Way before social media. So like way before podcasts. So like a lot of people now can get in the game through podcasts, through social media. They got so many avenues, and that's why I say it'll never be another him, because like I had to really get it out the mud. Like we had to go hand to hand, fist to fist, knock on doors. I had to pull up in the community just to be seen.
Right.
I had to go to schools. Like a lot of y'all probably be like, bro, you came to my school. Like I get this all the time.
Yeah.
You came to my school when I was 10 and you told me to stay in school.
Right.
Like a lot of people don't do that because they don't have to.
Got you.
So that's the way I had to come up One, and another part of it is people just don't like to do that kind of stuff. I love to do that kind of stuff, so that's why I would say. But if you wanted to get in the game, like, you got so many avenues, so just take advantage of your avenues, like the podcasting, like being on social media, to be seen and heard.
Word. And I was gonna say this. Let's start. You sort of got into it. The No Limit name. So we did some research on it. But for the people who don't know, like, this is all journalistic. So we're gonna do this as if we don't know you. Where did No Limit come from? Where did that whole No Limit name come before the lyrics?
So a lot of people think it came from Master P and them, and it sort of did.
Okay.
Because, like, when I was in college, shout out to my man DJ Cadillac, he allowed me to work on the street team with him, and he picked up an account. So as a record pool DJ, you pick up accounts when you, back then, used to pick up accounts like to distribute music.
Gotcha.
And he picked up the No Limit account.
Gotcha.
And he was all by himself. And he came to Smith, was like, yo, I need some interns. I need some cats that want to rock with me. I was like, bro, I rock with you. I'm from the city.
Yeah.
And me and him rocked together. And he got the No Limit account. And I'm talking about, this the time when No Limit was on fire.
Right.
Like, you couldn't go nowhere and somebody didn't want something Master P or No Limit. So I was one of the ones working with KedX, handing out the music and stuff.
Right.
So naturally, I had all the No Limit stuff. Even
like
when
the merchandise.
The merchandise,
Facts,
everything.
facts.
Merchandise, CDs before they drop, everything. P had dropped shoes. We got it all.
Oh,
we
damn.
got clothes, shoes, everything. So at Smith, I actually got this put on my tag. I got No Limit Soldier put on my tag, my car tag. So people just started talking about me and the No Limit brand. But that wasn't my name when I first got in the radio. Okay. The name actually came from DJ Easy Ice. Shout out to DJ Easy Ice. And as an intern, I just learned how to do everything. And one day something was broken. I fixed it. And he was like, bruh, it's just no limit to what you could do, bro. Like, you just No Limit Larry. And we looked at each other and was like, that's my radio name.
No Limit there. So it just worked cohesively.
Yeah, it just because it all went hand to hand.
Yeah.
So I just ran with it.
You think that's lost in today's time, man? Somebody that's like willing to go in and intern. I'll do everything. Wash the car. Do this. Load this up in the computer. Do everything.
Yes. People done got lazy.
Definitely gone. It ain't even that they lazy. Like I said earlier, they just got so many avenues. So it's like, why I'm going to do that?
Right.
Why I'm going to go do that when I ain't got to do that?
Facts.
Or they feel like they ain't got to do that. But when you get it like that, you get it naturally, you get it organically, and you appreciate it more.
That's fact.
Yeah,
that's what's up. So you think, like, I was gonna say your work ethic sort of put you in the place you are now, like talk about that, like your beginning days in the radio industry, because it was different. Like you said, it wasn't as digital as it is now. So y'all was going out, it was real street teams. You promoting for the radio, you promoting for No Limit.
Yeah.
So that sort of your work ethic sort of
my day was like this. Like, I went to John C. Smith, so my day was like, I get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock class, 10 o'clock class, 11 o'clock class, get out of school, go to radio at 12.
What radio station was that at the time?
Power 98. I was interning.
Gotcha.
I was interning at Power 98. Go to Power 98 from 12. My internship was supposed to be for 12 to 2.
Okay.
I didn't leave at 9 o'clock at night.
Damn.
That's how bad I wanted it, though.
Right.
Like, I wanted to learn everything. And I didn't want to go home. Like, it was nothing to do. Like, I'm going back to the hood, bro. So it ain't nothing to do but get in trouble.
You from the north side, right?
Yeah, I'm from the north Charlotte. Yeah, People Street, Allen Street,
So you about same? I went to St. Paul.
Oh yeah. Allen Street, baby. Yeah, 1401 Allen.
Exactly.
Yeah, we used to be in there
Pastor
hooping.
Moss.
Yeah. Gregory Moss.
Come on, you got to know,
baby.
Shout out North Charlotte. Shout out Greg Moss, man. Yeah.
But not Gregory Moss actually helped a lot of young men too. Shout out to him for that. But
what's up.
so going back over there, it's nothing to do but get in trouble.
Facts.
So it's like, nah, I'm gonna stay here as long until these people like, boy, you got
to get up out of here.
You got to go. But they never said that. So I just kept meeting people and just learning. So one day I would learn production. The next day I might learn promotions. The next day I might learn how to be an assistant music director. So I knew I'm gonna land here somewhere because back then interns wasn't getting jobs like that. Like, you wasn't getting jobs. Really? It was like you take this and you go somewhere else to get a job. Because people back then just didn't leave radio. And radio, they wasn't leaving.
Yeah, they down with the job.
Yeah, so it was like, well, we here.
Yeah.
So
staying in there.
So, but definitely my work ethic, man, led me to where I am today.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Obviously, the work ethic is second to none, man, to get to where you are now. But I can't help but feel like it takes a little bit of talent, man. Some type
you got
a little bit of spunk, you know what I mean? Some guy was just like, we're gonna mix this up. He can work hard at this.
But here go the thing about talent. Talent can be developed.
Okay.
Work ethic got to be in you. Like you have all the talent you want, but if you don't have no work, it ain't gonna matter. That's with anything. That's football, basketball, whatever. Working, whatever. If you can have all the talent, but if you don't want to work at your craft, you're not gonna get better. You're not gonna be teachable. And in any job, anything, you got to get better, and you got to be teachable. So talent played a part. And then I think throughout the years, because when I first started, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I go back and listen to some of my old tapes. I was trash.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to ask you. So you actually,
I was trash.
You was DJing back then.
No, I didn't.
Did you ever DJ?
I did for a little. I'm gonna tell you what made me put the crates down.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what made me put the crates down.
Put the crates down.
So I went to a party one time with my mentor Nate Quick. God rest his soul. He passed away. I went to him one time and I'm like, bro, why you on? I ain't never seen you DJ. Why you on DJ? And he looked at me. He said, bro, look. He said, I come to the club. I host parties. I either make the same amount as the DJ or more than the DJ. Why I'm gonna go DJ? I was like, you know what? Well, I think I want to be a host. I don't want to carry all these
I want to get on the mic. Right, be carrying the luggage, carrying the speakers.
Like I probably can't do it fully now, but I can do it. Like I said, I ain't worked at it in years, but I can do it. But nah, bro, I go to the club, I can chill, drink. I ain't got to worry about the party queue. I can host.
And it's less like equipment now, right? You need a computer and stuff.
You still got to bring equipment though.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I bring with me? My homeboy. That's what I bring.
I need like a +1, +2. I got my boys and we just coming in.
+5, we in there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say this too. You said like back in that day you was meeting a bunch of people at the station. You in pre-pod you said you met DMX. Was the first.
That was the first artist I ever met.
Talk about that a little bit.
Man, that was crazy. So it was when DMX was at the height of his career. It had to be
top
like, 5. Yeah, it had to be like
What year was it?
97, 98, like 97, 98. Okay. And he come to the station. It was night. He was supposed to be there during the day. We was doing afternoon, so we was doing 2 to 6. DMX is supposed to be there like 3 o'clock.
Gotcha.
It's going on 6 o'clock. So my mentor Nate Quick, he's like, "Yo, man, I got a guest coming up. He's here now. Can you go downstairs and get him?" I'm like, "Cool." I go downstairs. It's damn near dark. So it had to be in the wintertime because it's damn near dark. And I see this guy. He got 2 big ass pit bulls with him.
Oh, so that wasn't a joke. He's the one running the pit bulls for real.
Oh no, he definitely used to. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm not opening the door with him. Who's the guy with these pit bulls? So I look out there. I look. So I didn't open the door. So I went back upstairs and I tell my mentor like, "Yo, it's a dude out here with pit bulls. Is this who I'm supposed to be letting in?" He said, "Fool, that's DMX." I'm like, "Oh shit, that DMX." So now I go back downstairs. I'm scared because I don't like not no pit bull. I don't like
2 of them at that.
Yeah, you from Carolina. You got a different relationship with pit bulls.
He got them both. He got them both on the chain. He come in. It's him and Redman. They come in together. I speak to him. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm petrified. Like this dog gonna bite the shit out of me. And he like, so he just tell the dog to sit. Both of them, they sit down together and they just chill.
Damn.
And he leave them there. They don't move until after the interview.
Damn.
But that was the first. He was so cool though. He was so, "Yo, what's up? It's DMX. Yo, I'm ready." So then my man was messing with him like, "Yo, D, why you get here? Don't ask me why I got here late. I'm here." So it was like one of them, man. He was one of the best interviews ever.
That's what he was doing. An interview was like he was here for a show type.
They was promoting a Def Jam CD they had coming out.
Okay.
It was him, Redman, Keith Murray, but it was only him and Redman that came to the station.
And you said 97, so that's before that little trifecta. That's before It's Dark and Hell.
I think he was getting ready to drop his album. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Yeah. He was getting ready to drop the album.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what I feel like it's sort of missing like nowadays, like that street team going out. I mean, people do it now. They do like they come to your station and they talk, but like that genuine, like I'm about to do a show here. I got to come get good in North Carolina. I got to come meet, you know, the radio people. I got to come tap in with what's going on. People do it now, but it's such a stigma behind it. Like I don't know if it was the same then.
Oh
but
no,
like,
it was mandatory cool back then.
Okay,
you got to think pre-social media.
Right, so you had to come.
How would I go to a city and let the people know that I'm coming or I got a project coming out?
Facts.
I ain't got no way to promote it. I mean, I do.
Right.
But you got to think pre-internet, pre-social media. Wow. I got to go city to city, block to block. I got to put the flyers out. I got to go meet people.
True shit.
So, you know what I mean? Social media sport a lot of the artists.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it made it a lot easier to sport. I ain't got to do it.
And to give you a little, my bad, not to cut you off.
You good?
But just to give you a little more background on us, the term that he used was funny. That's what me and him were laughing. He said, "Get good." You got to go get good because we all Q, so it's a traditional in Q culture, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm from Charlotte, You know what I'm saying? He from South Carolina. Well, not from South Carolina, but in South Carolina. If we go to, let's say, Missouri, it's kind of like looked down upon for us to go to Missouri and not lock in with the brothers.
Like y'all don't tap in to check in.
Tap in. You know what I'm saying? So like when we say good, that's kind of how we see life through that kind of lens.
But that's why I appreciate it though. It's the same thing we do. It's traditional, but it makes sense because how else you gonna know I'm here if I don't let niggas know I'm here? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And we do the same thing in like radio. What I do and a couple other radio personalities I know. Like I'm not gonna go to Atlanta and not talk to Greg Street or tap in with Tig and Ryan Cameron and Frank Ski. It just or I don't go to Dallas and not tap in with Bebe. Like bro, I'm here. And I might not see him, but just know, bro, I'm in the city. I'm in your city. It just respect. They do the same thing when they come to Charlotte.
That's right. My bad. I'm taking this all everywhere. Yeah, I kind of want to, you know what I'm saying. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he got to say. I want to see his opinion. You know what I'm saying.
Let's get controversial.
Yeah, look, not really. We gonna see what kind of relationships he got if you want to preserve them or not. So So to me, you're like top 5 all-time legendary, especially here, number 1 in terms of radio personality, just radio host, just all-around voice, right? Who is your top 3, top 5 radio personalities
of all time?
Of all time.
Oh, by far, my mentor Nate Quick is number 1.
Nate Quick, number 1. Okay.
Number 1. Like
rest in peace.
Like when you talk about like being in the community, you talk about just working on this craft. You talk about teaching, and one thing as a radio personality, you got to bring other people in. You talk about the careers that he's helped. Mine, Eddie Owens, Jessica the Girl Next Door. It's just, and the list goes on and on and on. Not even here, but here and Atlanta. So Nate would be at my top. I probably would say Artie, the one woman party, would be next.
Okay.
Then I would have to say I got to put me at number 3. I'm number 3, baby. I'm knocking on them too. But I would never put nobody over my boy Nate. For real, like
give us some history on him. I'm not too familiar.
So Nate was he was actually born in Brooklyn, raised in Wilmington, went to Clark, Atlanta. Okay. Moved to Charlotte, did Charlotte radio in the middays. He did middays, then he did middays, mornings, and then he got on in the afternoons. Okay. Lockdown the afternoons was number 1 forever. And like I said, he's responsible for a lot of people, a lot of other radio personalities and legends' careers. Like he just knew what radio was. He embodies radio.
Got you.
And he always gave back to the community. Like he went out and helped the homeless. He helped the homeless children, kids. And the biggest Nate Quick story people know about in Charlotte, if you say it anywhere, like your uncle's auntie,
they know what's going on.
The personality that slept on the roof for the Carolina Panthers.
Slept on the roof.
He slept on the roof. Not once, but twice.
The roof of what? The
roof of the station building.
Why you sleep?
Because the Panthers were sorry as hell. They was 0-0. So he slept on the roof until they won the game. So twice in the history of the Panthers, they was like 0-15. They went like 0-15.
And I'm a Panther fan.
So you should know. So look it up. I'm talking about when Kerry Collins was here.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, we've been trash for a minute.
He nigga, different.
Yeah, dog.
The first time he slept on our promotions building. The second time he slept on the parking deck of our new building. So it was just both the time the Panthers were sorry. Like, and one time he caught pneumonia, and they was like our GM was like, "You got to get off the roof." He's like, "Nah, I said I was gonna do it till they win. I'm with it." He said, "If I gotta die up here, I'm gonna die up here." I like, nigga, you crazy.
The Panthers gonna let a nigga go out,
right?
And I'm a home team fan. I probably ain't sleep on nobody's roof waiting on the Panthers to win.
Nah, he did, but you know what I'm saying? And that's some information that's still out there about Nate.
That's what's up.
That's what I
mean.
That's
love for the city, though.
Oh yeah,
that's real love for the city.
And
that's love for the city.
He loved everything Charlotte. And
it's the Carolina Panthers, man. It's the Carolina Panthers. Hold on. That's something I've been meaning to say for a minute. Y'all Charlotte niggas, man. It's the Carolina Panthers.
So you know.
I'm trying to say it's the Carolina Panthers.
Where is it located? It's located
South Carolina.
It's located in Charlotte.
South Carolina.
No, it's not. It's located in Charlotte.
Right here in the city.
Charlotte damn near South Carolina. We want to talk about.
That's what you get from people not from.
We know, you know what I'm saying?
Big folk, not the little.
We don't know who listening. We can't bring them into our Carolina endeavors. Man, don't worry about it.
What's your? I don't know if you ever spoke about. What's your relationship? I don't know if you do. I'm just shooting this out. You got a relationship with DJ Storm? I'm just talking about the old radio.
Come on, man.
What's your relationship with DJ Storm?
That's my dog.
Okay, word. He's
alumni. Yeah. Number 1, he's a Smith alumni. Number 2,
shout out DJ Storm.
Yeah, we used to host Club 2000 together.
Okay, that's what's up.
Every Sunday night. That's legendary in the city.
Legendary DJ. He came to rock my he cool with one of my homeboys. They people, so he came and did the cookout one like last summer.
Nah,
bro, he still go crazy. He pull up on that dirt on the motorcycle, motorcycle.
Me and Storm used to do Club 2000 together, and he was our DJ at 5 o'clock when me and Nate worked together in the afternoon.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's
so
up. Shout out DJ Storm,
locked in.
Yeah, and Smith.
And he went to Smith. Yeah, he was the drum major up there.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Yo,
that's what's up.
Now.
That's what's up. I'm catching him in the homecoming parade still, probably. Still to this day.
Yep.
That's what's up.
I remember I was doing a little research and watching you, listening to you talk about Club 2000 and 935, man. Give us your like craziest story, man, that you can. I mean, this podcast. So you can say what up. Well, give us the craziest one. Run it down.
All right, so Club, I'm gonna give you 2. Shit, I can give you about 3, 4, 5.
We got time. Go ahead.
Club 2000 one night, Yin Yang Twins came. Might be the first time they came to Club 2000.
That shit already sound
I'm talking about them boys hit the stage and girls just got butt naked.
What?
In the club, no lie. And cats to see this and hit it, they gonna be like, boy, I remember that night.
No cap.
Yin Yang came, the girls got butt naked all over the club. Uncle Luke came.
Oh, you know,
I know how
you already know that.
Ludacris, we had a Summerfest. We used to have Summerfest here in Charlotte. Ludacris, Redman, and there's one more person. But definitely Ludacris and Redman came. And we had a back room. I opened the door to the back room, and Luda and Redman was back there with some girls.
Oh, wow.
And it was going down.
It was going down.
Going down.
They would have a Bible study.
They ain't worried about the Freaknik DVD.
And I was just about to ask you
I dropped this Club 2000
word
memoirs.
It's over.
It's gonna be a lot of relationships.
Was you at Freaknik back in the day? Was you going down to the A?
Hell yeah, he was at Freaknik. You see how he started? Hell yeah,
my man Nate Quick is from Atlanta. You know, we rolled through.
Yeah,
we rolled
slide through.
Hey, I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, hey, what's going on? Why we in Atlanta this weekend?
Right.
But we figured it out quickly.
Word. That Freaknik documentary gonna put a lot of
I ain't worried about it.
They ain't gonna have no limit on that.
I ain't worried about it.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
Alleged. That's what's up.
That's crazy.
Club 2000.
That's funny, man.
Club 2000, Club 935 got some phenomenal nights as far as bringing artists. Like one night, Future came, and it's probably one of the best club performances I ever seen in my life.
Word.
Like, I'm talking about, he put the mic down and they sung every word to every song.
What year was it? What Future was this we talking about?
Man, I'm talking about same damn time Future.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm talking about,
damn. Yeah.
I think I still got the video on my phone. It was crazy. Yo Gotti came, he rocked, and Drake came to Club 935.
Wow.
Okay.
There's not many clubs. Nowhere to say Drake came to the club.
So this like So Far Gone Drake? Like
that's Drake. It was CIAA, so I don't even remember, but I remember he came because I remember Adolph had him on the flyer, and people was like, "Yo, man, Drake ain't come to the club." And Adolph was like, "God damn it, they got me fucked up. I promise you, Drake coming." So Drake come in the club, and like everybody on stage like froze, like, "Oh shit, like that's Drake." He came in. What's the two white guys he keep with him from
40?
He had them with the two guys with him.
Yeah,
they came and sat on the couch, and Drake came in. We was in the DJ booth. Cause the security made everybody, you know how they do. Yeah. They made everybody move in the DJ booth. So in the DJ booth, Drake come in like, "Why the fuck y'all in here?" And we was like, "Yo, bro," they told us, "Come." He's like, "Man, come on out." And so he told it. I think DJ Chuck T was DJing this night. As a matter of fact, DJ Chuck T was DJing, and he told Chuck T, he said, "Yo, I don't supposed to perform, but I know how this shit go. So I'm gonna do a couple songs and rock with the crowd." Man, he killed it. Drake killed it. Yep.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Adolph.
Yeah. And CIAA. Let's talk about that again.
Man,
I'm sick that it's in down Baltimore.
What?
It's coming back.
You think they gonna keep it?
Is it contract or what?
It's contract, but it's coming back to
contractually coming back, or we hope it's coming back?
No, it's definitely coming back.
Yeah.
I promise y'all it's coming back. Mark my words,
I'm coming to you. In 2025, I was like, no, let me say
whenever the contract is up in Baltimore, the next city will be back in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's gotta be, man.
Guaranteed.
You lost out, man. It wasn't. What Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? Charlotte in March, you know what's going on.
Like that's what so many people knew Charlotte for, bro.
Yeah.
Right, that's one of the
A lot of artists talk about it. They be like, that big tournament time. Like,
CIAA.
that's it.
Yeah, people be on the streets for no reason. Just outside. You go to any club, it's popping. Yeah. But we missed that this year, so I don't know. Baltimore, I don't know how it was.
They either got a 3-year deal or a 6-year deal. I think they got a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
But
I'm hoping it's 3.
I know it's coming back.
Coming back.
Definitely coming back.
How long has CIAA been in Charlotte?
It was here from, I want to say from 06 to like 2018.
Yeah, to recently.
Yeah, it just left.
Yeah.
It just left like right before COVID.
Yeah, it's right before COVID. We lost it.
And I know it was in 06 because I I did a couple parties, and I still remember.
I got three CIAA memories. You know what I'm saying, from being in Charlotte. So I caught a little bit of it along with the epicenter, sadly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I know we skipping all over the place with it.
Yeah, but that's what it's about.
I kind of want to go back. You know what I'm saying, to where you said your start in radio hosting was, man. But long before Power 98. You know what I'm saying. It's a little basketball court on the north side that you were talking about. You know what I'm saying. Tell us about that. You know, because I believe that was really your start. That's why I was getting to when I said talent.
Oh man, so I used to be on the courts, man. I was always a little kid that talked. I still talk junk on the basketball court. But now I reserve it till they start talking to me. And most of the time when people come in the gym, there's no limit Larry, they start talking to me. But I used to commentate the games out there. I just make up names for people and just start commentating the games.
But
it was just because I was small, so they wouldn't let me play. They're like, dog, I can poop. They be like, nah, you can't play, man. So I just started basically making jokes, but commentating the game.
Exactly.
So that's kind of where I got my start at.
That's fair.
And I always wanted to be a sports announcer too.
I was about to say, did you have any was you looking at sports or something? You were trying to go that way before you was in radio? Yeah,
I really was, and I really didn't discover radio was a real job till I got to college. I never thought about being a radio person until I got to college. You was communications major, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up with communication majors after I realized that radio was a real job.
Wow.
Yeah, I started out as a business major at Smith.
Of course, that's use business, science, or something like that.
And I was like, and that was boring. I'm a spontaneous person.
Right.
I love to have fun.
Exactly.
And I was in college my freshman year. I was getting good grades, but I was bored.
Yeah.
And my mentor, her name was Dr. Carter.
Okay.
And she was like, well, what was you good at school at? Let's get your transcript and let's see what you was good at in high school. And she laid it down and we went through it. She was just like, oh, you should be a communications major. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And she was like, radio and TV. I was like, I can do that. Yeah. I can do that. So that's all right. That's how I landed in the
That's for the kids that got in trouble for talking in school all the time. They didn't tell us there was somewhere to go with that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We could go to school and talk. Shit. Right. Ain't nothing. I'm making movies. I'm talking on the radio. I'm going out and being spontaneous, recording people on camp. That's what it's all about. Right. It's a lane for everybody.
And every day is different.
Right.
It's not the same. I can't do the same job every day. Every day is different.
Yeah. Y'all do pop-ups. Y'all, go to schools. You do different stuff.
Super charitable too, man. Super charitable.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely doesn't go unnoticed. I kind of want to. You said if you had to be in this day and age, bro. If you grew up right now, because your story in terms of how you started interning and the groundwork that you put in, man, and how you developed your skill and over time. If you were, let's say, you 18 something, 99. My bad.
No, you're right.
99.
No, you're right.
If you were 18 right now, you had the same situation. What would you do? Would it be podcasting?
With this stuff that's going on?
Yeah, what would you do?
You got all the resources.
All the tools.
Oh my God, I'd be killing that. I'd be on TikTok, Instagram. I would be everywhere. Everywhere. I would have my phone everywhere I go. I would be posting. If I wanted to get in radio, if I wanted to get on TV. Basically, you got a TV in your hand now.
Basically,
you got your own show in your hand right now.
That's why you
see, like you said, you do YouTube. Facts. You got your own TV in your hand. That's a show.
Facts.
So I would be doing all that, bro. I would be doing all that. I would probably be getting on. I would definitely find me somebody that, if I wanted to get on radio, somebody who I can get under and talk to, and not even necessarily go visit them on their job, but I would just talk to them on a daily basis or weekly basis. Bro, what you think about this? What you think about that? And I would you got to be on top of things too.
What you mean by that?
You got to know what's going on in the world. Okay. And when I moved to the morning show, that's what BJ Murphy told me this. He said, it's different being on the morning show than any other show, because in the morning time, you got to know a little about everything that going on in the world.
That's true.
You got to know about politics. You got to know about women. You got to know about men. You got to know about hip hop. You got to know about country. You got to know about sports.
Right.
At night, if you work at night or the afternoons, you don't really have that responsibility. Okay. But in the mornings, people are getting up. They want to know what the fuck is happening right now. I got to know weather. Yeah. What the weather gonna be like
before
today?
You was doing now people you just get up on your phone and swipe up and you can see everything that's going on. So I guess essentially what you saying is before that was around, that's use the iPhone. You was waking up and giving everybody their morning update.
And
you know
still,
what I'm saying?
But still though, we did take a class on podcasting and media, and that's the number one thing people do when they first wake up in the morning is pick up their phone.
For sure.
However, we got to get them something when they pick their phone up. I should be done posting something to let you know whether it's a video, whether it's a question. When you pick your phone up, my goal is to let me see what the hell Larry doing today. So that's why we post. That's why the whole world in radio and television is moving to digital. Everything. Like we have a whole digital initiative going on right now in radio. Really? Like I think probably about 30% of our budget comes from digital.
Right.
Like
What's poppin', y'all? It's King Bril, and I'm sorry to interrupt this video, but I gotta tell y'all about the new Rich Rags from Rich Royals Luxury. Rich Royals is raising the standards of all do-rags with a whole new level of quality and a whole new level of attention to detail. The Rich Royals do-rags have the stitching naturally on the outside of the do-rag, so you don't have to wear your do-rags inside out. Rich rags also come with wider straps, so it's a lot easier to flatten them, and it's way easier to avoid those do-rag lines. It's made with a high-quality fabric, satin woven material to protect your hair, make sure it's growing, and make sure it stays shiny. Built to help keep the compression, keep your hair healthy, and make sure it keeps that luster, that shine onto your hair, whether you got waves or braids. The material is super breathy and super stretchy. And last but not least, anybody that wears a do-rag knows that there's nothing more annoying than having a do-rag that's not actually made to fit somebody's head. And you can tell it's not made to fit somebody's head because there's always this extra bit of material, you know what I mean? This little titty that sits at the top of the do-rag. There is no titty that sits at the top of the do-rag, you feel me? Not only are they functional, but they're also fashionable. You got the Rich Royals do-rags in full print black. We also got the single print in black. And if you're feeling spicy, man, we got that all white. Man, this one is geared especially for the summertime, man. Do not sleep, man. Make sure y'all head over to richroyals.com and cop yours today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, man. We back here. Sit here with my dog. Girls like Sterl Paint. Appreciate you, Mac. Appreciate you, and the legend.
We got everybody in the studio today, man. We got the whole team in the building for the one time. Had to do it big. So we starting off. We play a game called Dog Eat Dog No Limit, where we you want to explain? We do it like it's like a tournament style.
Yeah, it's like this or that, but tournament style. So for example, right? Let's say I say basketball players, Kobe, Allen Iverson. Let's say you pick Kobe. I say, okay, boom, Kobe goes to the next round. You say, and then you'll say Kobe or LeBron.
Right.
It could be Kobe or Jordan. So it'll keep going. The person you pick goes to the next round.
Now this one I curated just for Charlotte. It's a couple of Charlotte landmarks.
Let's go.
Statement points. You know, just if you're from Charlotte, you know.
Okay.
So my first one, Eastland Mall, K&W Cafeteria.
Eastland Mall.
Shout out Eastland. I was trying to tell him about Eastland.
Man, Eastland was like that.
Eastland Mall used to be
that. You catch that number 9 Central Avenue bus, boy, you in there all day.
Man.
Saturday morning, from you get there about 10, 11 o'clock, you ain't leaving about 7, 8.
You in
Cause they had
Eastland,
the ice skating joint.
Ain't nobody ice skate, man. We black.
White people ice skated. But you was in that ice.
We ain't black. We was just in there.
That's enough to be in there, though.
We had a game room. They had a game room, movie theater. It was just like that. It was
Eastland Mall was the place to be.
Yeah.
All right, so we go Eastland Mall, Grady Cole Stadium. When it was Grady Cole.
Eastland Mall still.
Still Eastland Mall?
Yeah.
I got a feeling Eastland Mall might wipe this whole list, man. Go ahead.
I got some shit now. Here we go. Eastland Mall, Charlotte Sting. You want a Charlotte Sting?
Yeah, Andrew Stinson.
Yep.
Dawn Staley.
Exactly.
From the Charlotte Sting.
Yeah.
Still Eastland Mall.
Still Eastland Mall.
Eastland.
All right, let's go.
Big Eastland, baby.
Eastland Mall, Freedom Mall.
Oh,
you remember Freedom Mall? Now?
Of course, man. My man Murphy owned the store in there, Carolina Balls. Rainbow in there for the ladies. They've been there buying them $3 outfits.
The cookies. They used to have a little cookie shop in there.
Still Eastland Mall.
Still Eastland. Damn, I should be Eastland last. Let's go.
Yeah,
Eastland Mall, Charlotte Coliseum. Oh, where we was put.
Where Dale Curry played Paul Buck Drive off of Tyvola.
Watch this.
Definitely Eastland Mall.
Definitely
Eastland Mall, bro.
Eastland Mall.
You gotta give me something to beat Eastland Mall.
Let me see. Eastland Mall, Grittown.
Oh.
We got one.
Grittown, the G-Town boys came over there, the He-Man, the G-Man. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. What you got?
But you know what they used to do? Go to Eastland Mall.
Shout out East. That's to show you how iconic Eastland Mall is.
Eastland Mall, man. Damn. Okay.
And it's sad what it is. This is just wiped out, bro. It's wiped out. It's just trash. Eastland Mall, Hidden Valley.
Hey, Eastland Mall.
Eastland Mall.
I'm from North Charlotte, so
okay. Right.
I'm gonna say Eastland Mall.
Say no more. Last
one. Love the boys over there in the valley, though.
Yeah, Eastland Mall, Charlotte Hornets.
You
know what I'm saying? That's gonna take it. Master P.
That's the one.
Yeah,
you know Kobe was supposed to be a Hornet.
I might go Charlotte Hornets. Like, cause when you say Charlotte, it's certain things that are synonymous with the city,
right? That's
Charlotte
one of the
Hornets.
Exactly.
One of the biggest brands in the world.
Nah, literally. I don't know why we switched.
Yeah, I might have to go. I go Charlotte Hornets over Eastern Mall.
That's
about the only because Hugo is big.
Yeah,
the Eastern Mall. The Eastern Mall sun symbol is big too.
Big,
Hugo trumps that, I think.
For sure.
Barely,
probably one of the biggest starter jackets that sold. Charlotte. These jerseys,
the LJ jerseys.
Yeah, Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson.
Grandma's, all that.
Yeah, Grandma. Oh, LJ was hard.
That's what I'm saying.
That's about the only thing that could beat Eastern Mall.
Bet that. We'll take that.
That's a close second though. It's like 90. They like right there together.
Right there, because Eastland was that, bro.
Yeah, Eastland was that.
From the East, man.
That
East.
Bobcats era was crazy. I don't know what
sick,
happened.
Bro.
Do you know what happened? You got any insight for us, man? Why would they do that? I can't understand why.
Well, shout out to Bob Johnson. He's one of the first black owners of a major sports team. Right. He's the first black owner of a major sports team in Charlotte, and in the NBA period. But he just put a product out there because actually the Pelicans stole our name. Because we didn't sign off on the branding. We didn't sign off on the branding rights in the contract, so they kind of got to take the name before they became the New Orleans Pelicans. They was the Charlotte Pelicans, which didn't make any sense.
They didn't.
They was in New Orleans,
right?
Or the New Orleans Hornets. So, but we got the name back, we got the rights back, and here we are. So,
still rocking.
Yeah. But we made some noise as the Bobcats though. It was lit for a minute.
Oh no, man. we had Sean May. Sean May came as a flop.
I'm gonna be real, man. The only time.
Best thing you remember about May is Chapel Hill.
Bobcats games, right? The only time we really went to Bobcats games
to see the other team.
8th grade field trips.
Right.
Everybody had
and you be way up in the nosebleeds.
They started that though.
Like the field trips, they get everybody.
They bring the middle schools out.
They bring schools out, and you be way up in the nosebleeds. Be way up in the nosebleeds watching the game.
Y'all didn't like Rufus?
Eating Lunchables.
Y'all didn't like Rufus? That was the mascot.
I didn't even know bro's name. I thought his name was just Bobcat. Bro's name. That's crazy.
Bobcat. His name was Rufus the Bobcat.
Man, nah. How we went from this to a Bobcat? You know what I'm saying?
His name was Rufus the
Bobcat. And then the colors too. It didn't
was orange.
This is fire. And then you kind of went to the whole
total rebrand.
That's why they wanted to buy the brand back because it was the second most selling brand in the world.
Really?
With the colors. It was the Hornets brand is the second most selling brand in the world.
Compared to what?
I think Dallas was number 1 or the Knicks was number 1. But I know Hornets was number 2. That was the real reason they wanted to buy the name back.
That's money. Beautiful.
Yeah, money.
Yeah. Speaking of money,
get your bag. Speaking of money, man,
questions we gotta get into.
Absolutely, man. You touched on budgeting on our last segment, man. It ended. So I kind of want to ask you about the budgeting and then just the radio business as a whole. If you had to give, like a 3-minute tutelage lesson, how does everything work from top to bottom? You know what I mean?
So on our side, on the radio side, you got your general manager.
Okay.
You got your operations manager. You got your program director. You might have a music director, or it might be because now they consolidate jobs.
Okay.
So your program director might be both the music director or the operations manager could be that too.
Okay.
So that's how it trickles down. Then you trickle down to your engineering, promotion staff, and then us, which is programming. Okay. So, and then of course you got your sales team, and then you got your traffic team. So people are like, what do you mean traffic? We're not talking about like cars. Yeah. In radio, commercials are called traffic. Right. Okay. Because they jam, they break up the music, they get in the way of the music. Yeah. So it's called traffic. So you got, that's one of the most important departments. Yeah. But I wouldn't say the absolute most important department would be your sales though. Definitely. Because if your station not making no money, you can't pay nobody.
Nobody.
You know what I mean? You could have a station without radio personalities. It might be boring. Shout that out there real quick. But
you ain't got nothing to sell.
Right. You gotta get a sales team something to sell.
Okay.
And that's how you make your money in radio is ads.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So each station, our company in Charlotte owns 6 stations. Okay. So each station is given a particular budget for a year.
Oh, so like Power 98 owns 6 stations?
No, so we're owned by a parent company, which is called Beasley Broadcast. Beasley owns Power 98, V1019, WSOC, they own Star, they own a Fox station, and Kiss 95.1.
Okay.
So all of us.
All the big ones.
Yeah.
All the one, didn't you say that you didn't say 92.7, I think?
Nah, that's not us. That's Radio 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's Radio 1. Okay. Yeah, we whooped ass. But yeah, that's Radio 1.
You heard it first.
It ain't no secret.
I ain't lying.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't
lie.
You know what I mean? I don't know. You can Google that.
How do conversations work when you talking about like ratings and shit? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In the back,
yeah.
how does those conversations work? Whether you say, okay, yeah, we had great ratings this month, or we bad, or is it about week, day? How does that work?
Most time your ratings are broken down into a 3-month period.
Okay.
Which is
quarterly.
Quarterly. Quarterly. So that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. So a 3-month period, and when your ratings come out, that helps your sales team. Now I can go to an advertiser. Like some advertisers come in and they might have a media buying company, and they say, "Well, we want to buy the top 5 stations. If your station falls in that top 5, you're gonna get those advertising dollars." And there's certain companies that come in and say, "Well, we only want to buy the top 2 stations in the market, whatever those are,"
Right.
or it's broken down by. It's still broken down by urban, country too. So you might say, well, I want to buy the top urban station. So those numbers are important. But we also, as radio personalities, we get paid off of those numbers too.
Yeah.
So now, if I got a contract, I get a bonus in my contract for falling under certain numbers. And then it's a negotiating tool.
Yeah,
like
for
if I go in there and I've been number 1 for the last 20 years,
Yeah.
I need some more money, bro. Like,
right.
what's up?
So they just
You know
go
what
off the numbers. They just pure listeners. Is that what
Well,
it is?
it's listenership. It's total time spent listening. It's a lot of things that go into it, but those are the top 2.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Listeners, and because you also got to look at it's broken down in demographics too.
Yeah.
So by kids, 12 plus, women, men. So it's like you can
They can catch that from the radio.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they catch everybody. Yeah. So what happens is, now
talk about
back in
that.
the day, it used to be a diary system. The diary system is obsolete. They don't use that. I don't think anywhere anymore. So what they used to do is they'll send out these diaries. Your mom, your dad, or your granddaddy probably got them in the mail back in the day.
Okay.
And it'll just ask you what station you listen to, how long you listen to it. It's like a survey. But they used to send them out on a monthly basis. Then they compile all the information. Then they'll tell you how you rate it.
Yeah.
Now everything is electronic. They give people, they get a sample of people, probably about 250 people, and they give them all these little devices. And as they go up out their day, the device picks up what stations they're listening to. So that's the way your station is judged. So if you're listening to your favorite station all the time, it's going to pick that up. But it also picks up if you go into a mall and that's on, it's going to pick that up as well.
Okay.
So the numbers are numbers. They can be misconstrued, but that's just the system that we live by.
Right.
So
how does social influence? Because you say we're moving into the digital age. That's a big part of what you got going on. How do they take that into I guess into mind dealing, knowing with the numbers? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people say radio is dying. That's what a lot of people say.
That's what they say.
But
there's some people that's gonna die listening to radio. Like I'm not listening. I'm not getting no phone. I'm listening to radio. So I don't understand how they could say. You know what I mean? But
everybody say like certain things is a dying brand. Like they'll say TV is a dying brand.
Right.
Like, turn on the TV.
Yeah, exactly. It's on there.
It's still on there.
It's
like same thing with radio. It's still on there. It's free.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? When stuff is free, and we're living in a society where money is not growing, money is decreasing.
For sure.
Like they're trying to do away with the dollar bill.
Yeah.
Facts.
And what I mean by everything is going digital, like I just said, think about your money. Everything is going digital. They want everybody to have a card. They want they're trying to do away with paper money. So the same thing in radio, they're trying to do away with the electronic devices as far as them doing listenership. So just another way to make money, the same way Instagram will pay you or used to pay you for doing reels and Facebook and YouTube pay you. So it's the same way. So now you know what you have there. You have advertisers there. So now we put all our stuff on our website. So now we're operating like a social media brand. So we send people to our website. When you go on our website, we got ads there. When you can podcast our station, we got ads there. So now it's some people that only want to buy in a digital space. I only want to buy digital. And so we got packages for that. You can buy straight digital. And we have to make sure when they go to our websites that it's a product that they have something to look forward to.
Facts.
And keep them coming back.
For sure.
And it's actually a mandate for a lot of radio stations.
Yeah.
Like it's now in your contract, like you have to post. You have to go on the station website. You have to. It's a part of your contract.
Part of your contract. That's right. Yeah, it was curious because we're actually a room full of entrepreneurs like
yes,
me.
sir.
On one of the richest natural hair care brands, Rich Rose Luxuries, man. That's why you saying the hair and stuff. That's my guy right here in terms of fashion, man. Yeah. Second to none, man. No cap the label.
Yes, sir.
Premium quality, man. What you have? The Polynesian
Pakistan brand. Pakistan cotton, man. It's different.
The cotton, man. I was like, this is different. different, man.
Yeah, that Pakistan cotton.
It's different. It's different. Overseas cotton. Not that US based cotton. Definitely.
I love it.
And we got a chef in the building.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you chef?
Chef.
Oh, why
So,
you ain't bringing no food?
Hey, man.
How you gonna be a chef?
Summertime.
I'm still working. You know what I'm saying?
I
Still
still-
working.
Grill's
Had to
still
pull up.
Grill's
Bro,
still getting
listen,
hot.
You pull up on summertime. You
Oh
catch
yeah,
some
nah.
honey
Summertime.
glaze.
Summertime. Oh yeah.
Honey
that-
glaze. Oh,
yeah.
we got a story on
That
that.
burnt bird come off that grill. I'm trying to tell you, man. I done had somebody get knocked out, punched out on my grill.
Dude, we gotta start
Knocked
talking about
all
yesterday's
the
story.
chicken. They knocked all the chicken. I had 2 pack of chicken on the grill, barbecued up
Start
and
from the
everything.
beginning. Start from the beginning. Start from the
It's a
beginning.
long story.
We had-
my
Was you
brother.
at a pool party?
Nah,
No.
man. So it's.
I heard about
It was
something like
an
this at a pool
undisclosed location. You know what I'm saying?
Tell him.
Alright, so
Listen, we
a
were right.
long time
My
ago.
dog owned the gym, right?
Okay.
The gym was right here.
Okay.
This right here.
Like-
This little lot right here when you leave out. Look
Man,
at it.
right out here on the right hand side, right?
So,
So
yeah.
we chilling. Oh boy, some random dude, man, he gets kicked out the party, right?
Wow.
So he comes back because the party was turned, right?
Right,
So
right,
everybody
right.
outside, they had the barricades up and everything.
Inside is lit. Outside is lit.
Literally.
Inside twerking.
So
Outside
when you on the
cookout.
grill, you know what I'm saying? That's like the most neutral spot anywhere. It's
Ain't nobody gonna
you know
mess with
what
Ain't
I'm
nobody
Yeah.
mess with the cook.
Man,
Yeah.
when I tell you this dude,
he got the big
I'm
smoker.
gonna call him TJ for the sake of the story. You know, he walked up and he hit this dude Chad. You know what I'm saying? So TJ was about $135.
Okay.
Right? Chad about 240.
Football
linebacker,
player.
You know what I'm saying?
Football player.
Okay.
So he walked up on him, woody woo, and he reached over 2 people, punched him. And Chad didn't move. But when I tell you, this dude went like this, it kind of just like cracked his neck, and he grabbed the 2 people's heads in front of him and moved them out the way.
That's like a whole
And then,
movie.
bro, he just like throwing a baseball. And when he caught him, like TJ flew back about 7 feet. so you know what I'm saying? He squaring up with him and he throwing hands woo. Chad
That's
catches them
crazy.
again with a mean right. Boom. He drops this dude down to one knee, like bro proposing, like on the ground. And he like this. He's still throwing hands like this. He manages to get up.
And so you know it's
Okay,
down.
so I was like, bro, I'm chilling. I was like, yo, I don't believe this. I'm still flipping chicken and shit. And
Chicken still cooking.
Yo,
Don't
dude
stop.
came back up and he weaved, boom. And when he caught this dude, bro, he Superman punched this nigga onto my grill like, whoo, bow. And when he fell, he hit the grill. Shirt was charred. Grill got knocked over. Coals everywhere. So mind you, we're picking this shit up. His homeboy thought he was about to get jumped, so he starts airing this joint out, right? So everybody's running inside, you know, get out the way. When we go back outside to pick the grill up, this nigga's outside picking the chicken up. Like yo, Jared,
I'm leaving here with something.
you know what I'm saying? Jared, Pank, you made this chicken, right? I said, yeah. They picked up the chicken, took a water bottle, got all the gravel off of it, just bang that shit. Yo, this chicken fire,
That's
bro.
how you know the chicken
I'm
fire.
telling you.
College
I'm
kid
telling
at
you.
2 in the
Hot
morning.
nigga on the
2 in the
grill.
morning.
Chicken so good make you slap a nigga. Make you slap a nigga.
That's crazy, yo.
That was
Yeah.
ridiculous, bro.
man. And then they got up and cooked some more chicken. Boy, that grill, look, man, I just got rid of that grill too, man. That
Bro, Tyler was having issues. He was like, I ain't never let y'all come in again. I ain't never thrown another party again. That was so what? Summer
It's always
17,
something.
man.
we was
It's
back
always
2 weeks
something, man.
later. I was trying
Yeah.
to tell you,
Right,
it ain't
With
stopped.
the Q's
It
one,
ain't
7/17,
stopped.
summer 17 with the Q's. Well,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
man.
So, like, in terms of business, man, what do you got planned next? I heard one of you possibly, wanting to aspire to your own station or, your own
Absolutely.
situation.
You know, that's
Like you got all the experience in the world. So at
Right.
this point, like
And all
what
the
left is
branding.
there to do? You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
Exactly.
you know, Master P always told us on our conference call, the ultimate thing is ownership. Like he's talking to us on our conference call. Whatever you're doing, always try to own it. So, definitely ownership, doing my own station. Sometime or another, I ain't gonna say it's in the works, but you know how that go.
Yeah,
And-
for sure. I'm saying
They must be treating you good.
Exactly. They come through like, listen, man, I heard you. I heard
Everybody don't want you to leave. They're like, look, I know you want to leave.
And nah, Beasley
Business
straight,
is
man. I,
booming. Yeah.
I love Beasley, man. They're a family organization.
That's what's
They
up.
come talk to you. So far, for me, they kept it real. They kept it 1,000. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about them.
That's what's up.
Man,
I really
Beasley
don't.
came through like, I heard this talk about you on your own station. Slid on the contract. Go look at that right there, man.
And reach
Let's
under the
lock
table
in.
real quick. We got a little something on that too.
But eventually, you want to do your own thing and be your own, be your own boss. So definitely that's in the works. I got my own podcast. I do that.
Let me talk.
Yeah, let me talk the podcast. I used to own 2 car dealerships. So
Wow.
I sold
Word.
both of them. Now I want to go back in that direction. It's just
I used to work at the car dealership.
What's your
as a
favorite
salesman.
car brand?
I worked at Park Chevrolet by Topgolf, and then I was at Planet Kia on Independence,
Yes,
right
sir.
across from the little gold building.
So you know the game.
Yeah,
The car game
I'm in
is
sales
different.
now. I'm in sales now with we could say it. I'm with Spectrum Reach. So you talking about? I sell digital advertisements.
I got you.
As far as advertising, like during NCAA games or NFL games, all them advertisements that come, I go to businesses and talk to them and put them on the air.
Right.
But I put them on air on TV.
Right.
Versus where you put them on air on radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So same thing when you talking that language. You're talking about like they say TV is going away, cable cutters and stuff like that. Same thing with radio.
Right.
So I'm in that same communications put me there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rather than like on radio or television. I could have done either one, but I didn't want to get up at 4 or 5 a.m. That was the only thing. I wanted to
TV,
be
you gotta get up at that time too,
I
depending
know.
on what
That's
you do.
what I'm saying. Yeah. But we do.
depending
I'm
on
in the
what you
sales
do.
department. I'm in corporate sales, so I just go out and sell.
As long as you get buckets, as long as you eat what you
Yeah,
kill,
I
you
just go
good.
out. I go out and talk and get a sale, and I'm getting a commission. You know what I'm saying?
You asked me my favorite car brand, Mercedes.
Really?
I heard you talking about.
Man, man, listen.
That was my favorite
Mercedes
job.
is different, bro.
That
was your first job?
It wasn't my first job, but so
You say
when I
your
was
favorite
online,
job.
it was my favorite. That was my
Yeah.
favorite job in the world, man. Just riding around and literally like fresh off the lot.
Man,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Get
saying?
them cars
that was
as soon
the
as they
first time
come
I
in.
ever drove like a Rolls Royce, but it was an old like
the old ones.
you know, super
Classic,
old, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
like Meek Mill had it in the bar, you know what I'm saying? He was like sitting in the you know what I'm saying, whatever, but he was like the leather softer than a dinner roll. Like when I tell you I sat
It
in
is.
that seat,
It
bro,
is.
and just
See, like the whole exotic cars, like the
It's different.
Rolls, the Mazis, and all that kind. That ain't me. I like luxury, top of the brand luxury for my tax bracket. Mercedes,
hey, Mercedes just still
man,
Okay.
they,
Yeah.
man,
You know
they-
what I mean?
What?
and I got Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Jaguar.
I heard you talking about Cadillacs and
I would tell you this: the best riding car
yeah.
I've
It's a
ever
Cadillac.
driven is a Cadillac.
Which one you had?
I had it was a DTS, the big body.
Okay.
I like big
Okay.
body cars. I don't like that
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
I like big body cars.
Man, they don't make them like that no more. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
that DTS now they got it was the XTS, but now they done changed it again. But them things Cadillac just float, man. Like
Word.
before the Tesla, like you
That
don't even
dude
feel
get up and
nothing
go.
in that. You
I
don't
had a-
feel nothing.
Before we
Get up
had
That's
a,
why the president riding the Cadillac.
True shit.
facts.
It's a
True shit.
reason.
Yeah.
Before we had the, I guess they discontinued it now. But before I had the car I had now, I had like an old school, I had an old one Lincoln. You know what I'm saying?
Lincoln
So
ride
I
too.
was about to say,
Now that
I
Lincoln ride,
gotta put something on there. I don't know that
Big
Lincoln. That
Goldie.
Lincoln was crazy.
Now that 01, 02, 03, always
It
about
was a
04.
01. Yeah, it was a
Always
01
about
Lincoln.
that Lincoln different now.
Boy, I swear
I
to
used
God,
to sell a lot of them.
I can hit a speed bump and you won't know nothing happened. That's
But
just-
Cadillac the same way. Like
Oh, it's
that,
kind of like say what?
I bought a Cadillac fresh off the lot when I first moved to the morning show, and they gave me this check, and I was like, "Boy, I'm going to get a Cadillac."
Straight up.
I went straight to the dealership. I'll never do this again. But I bought it off the back. Like I'm talking about, I unwrapped the plastic off of it.
Shit.
And I had a Cadillac then,
Brand new.
that I was going to trade in, but I didn't trade it in. So I had to call my brother.
Okay.
I called my brother to come over and drive my
other one.
old Cadillac.
Yeah.
Man, he said, I don't want to drive this car, man. I can't even feel it. He was like, bro, I'm about to go to sleep. He was like, this how these ride.
Damn.
The Cadillac is the best riding car, but my favorite car is Mercedes.
All right, so S class or G wagon?
S-Class.
My brother, my
S-Class, man. Like,
Man, a good taste.
well, you
That's
know,
what it is.
S-Class, the Maybach is really an S-Class.
It is. It's
an
really an
extended-
S63.
It's what is it? It's extended S63. It's just bigger engine and it's got more amenities in
Hey,
it.
I ain't
But that's
gonna
what
lie,
it is.
Them thing, man. So,
It's different.
So I worked at the one in South Charlotte, right? So
Yeah.
Felix Abatis,
Felix,
man.
shout out to my man Felix.
Man, look, man.
Felix.
I drove his and this was back in like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I'm driving this whip around the lot, and I'm like, bro, like this man had the like speakers that spiral out the doors. He had like
Souped up.
like the dash was in the window, bro.
Right.
Like it's you know what I'm saying. It's like I'm thinking like this is so futuristic. Like I'm happy to just have a little monitor in my whip.
Right. Little Apple Google car.
It was all in the window, bro.
Yeah.
Like so you ain't even got to look down. Everything you need is right there.
Yeah. Now they
was the craziest
Germans
thing
build their
ever.
cars different, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Audis, the
Yeah.
BMWs, Mercedes. Like so, Mercedes is the best when it comes to for the Germans. It's the best when it comes to safety.
Okay.
BMW
Safety, yeah.
is speed, power, and they're gonna give you all your technology.
Definitely.
So Audi is in between both of those when it comes to German.
Okay.
So like, but yeah, BMW has a i7 coming out.
Word.
When I tell you this car does everything,
I can imagine shit.
it's almost all digital. So BMW developed the technology where you don't have to touch anything. Like you can turn the radio up like this. You can open your doors with your hands.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, it's
Wow, that's crazy.
That's some futuristic.
It's crazy.
That's some Doctor Strange shit.
So the
I
the i7 is like that. And then they got a big ass screen that flips down. And man, Google this when we get out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I saw
have
that.
to.
Man,
I saw that.
Man, I want it so bad.
You going for it?
You
I'm
go,
gonna wait. I
go
know how to buy. I know how to buy
in the
cars
city
now.
with it.
He gonna have to
You
get it
can't-
just to
you
get
can't buy the cars
chauffeured.
when they first come out.
You gotta get 2 years.
Give it a little
Yeah,
test
two,
period.
2-3 years, let it drop. Then
You know it's gonna fuck up. You know it's gonna fuck up as soon as you get it.
That and it's gonna lose.
Doors ain't
value.
no. So I'm trying to get. It's raining
That
and shit.
value.
Yeah, let me let somebody else drive.
Lose
Go ahead,
10 bands going out the lot.
15.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
That
They gonna
Doctor Strange
start.
ain't
It's
gonna
gonna
work.
start at 140.
Oh yeah.
do it.
So in
Up
3
there.
years it'll be down to 60. I go
Yeah.
get it.
Nigga,
Yeah.
You think it's gonna drop that much?
Yes, they cars just do that.
Yeah.
The only cars that ain't really drop off like that is Tesla.
I was saying, when
Cause
you
they're
gonna
electric.
get that engine, what's that? That's not German engineering. That's
It's
American, I guess. The
Yeah,
electric.
yeah. I don't know. I've driven Tesla like a couple of my friends let me drive theirs, but I ain't.
You
I
ain't
don't
feeling
know. I'm still scared.
It's a little too futuristic.
I was
Yeah,
scared.
I'm scared.
I was scared until I drove T Tesla. Like we took a trip to I don't know what the hell it was, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See his peoples and whatnot. Bro, we going and he was like, yeah, nah, just double tap the joint and it's going automatic drive. So the first 10 minutes,
There you go.
I'm pissed
There you go,
scared.
playing.
But you know,
Nah, it do. I
after
done it
that,
before.
I went to the ride. Wherever you get tired of driving, man, I sit back, man. I damn near took a nap. I was like, this is kind of cool. I was on Instagram scrolling.
See?
I might need me
See,
a
that
Tesla
scared
one
me.
day,
That
boy.
scared me because I know
That's
me.
crazy.
I'd be in the back seat to my. You got it.
Let that shit just
Yeah.
go.
Nah,
Let
'cause
it go.
You ever drove one?
Not a Tesla. We had one on the lot at Kia though.
Them
We had
things
one on the lot.
go.
We used to sit there. They
Bruh.
got a little camp. We used to play on a little
you got
screen and got in there. I ain't
drive
drive
it,
one
bro.
though.
It reads every single thing on the road.
Word.
Every single thing.
Everything
Like
comes up as
potholes and
cars,
yeah.
stop signs. It's a mate. I'm scared though.
Imagine that though, like what it's seeing on the other side.
Right.
That's gotta be some old.
I mean,
Listen,
all this AI. What you think about that? Let's get it before we get off AI and music. So you
Oh,
and music.
man.
Let's talk about that because y'all know you've been hearing the Drake leaks, Rihanna leaks, and all this stuff with the AI. What you think about that?
I think the labels will get mad. The labels like, man, what is going on?
right.
But this AI thing is crazy.
It is.
But they've been telling us this has been coming for a minute.
Yeah.
For a minute.
And they saying like Rihanna ain't put out an album, but we basically gonna get an album of AI Rihanna, and she killing like the
Couple
Tim
of songs
songs.
sound good.
Yeah, them couple of songs is rocking.
That Beyonce and Rihanna sounded great.
Yeah.
So who you think is gonna benefit on the long tail of that?
That's hard to tell.
It is. Somebody gonna have to monetize
Yeah,
it first.
Either
exactly.
the artist or the label or whoever
Right,
get the paperwork.
because as an artist, you're using my likeness. Using my likeness.
Literally using my voice.
My
literally,
voice, my likeness,
That's like
and all
somebody
that.
using your voice.
You
and,
take
and like
it.
we putting your voice on the podcast. So we had an interview with No Limit there. He just wasn't here.
That's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Right.
You taking ghostwriting to a whole
Right. To a
different
whole
level, though, bro.
level.
Like, cause here's
That's
the
the
thing.
problem with it though. They can't figure out how to monetize it.
Right.
Man,
Somebody
'cause
got to figure it out.
It's gonna have to be. I personally feel like it's gonna have to be the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can go in here and you can rap all of this shit, right? You don't have to write it down or whatever. Drake don't have to go in here and say
You can
this.
just put the pen on it.
But you'll get your not even publishing rights, but you'll get your little cut from this.
Writing
but
credits.
because this is his voice. You know what I'm saying? So you'll literally be his ghostwriter. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you go there, you spit what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because realistically, and that's the crazy part about AI, you only need 3 seconds with a lot of software that they have out here.
Yeah.
And after that 3 seconds, if you saying whatever you want,
Right.
they can put out anything and it sound exactly like
Exactly like that. It's
Exactly
crazy.
like it.
I just
3
looked it up
seconds.
because I was gonna make us a drop, but with Drake voice.
Yo, with
instead
Drake
of
voice.
Epicenter podcast.
we get
We gotta
sued.
do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
we get sued. They're gonna take that off, big dog.
Yeah, we gonna take that
man.
off.
I would. That's funny.
Shit, that's crazy. I was thinking about it. I'm figuring it out. I'm gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna make a drop.
We gotta tie that into the business, man. Some way we gotta figure it out, make the numbers make sense.
Definitely.
When, you said something. You was like the conference call with Master P, man. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
from a business mindset, how was that, and what did you all learn from that camp?
And
you
what
learned
is
that
it?
stuff,
You talking
man?
about recent business?
No,
like
no,
conference
no.
calls?
This was
in the
back.
like
when-
01, ain't it? Oh,
We used to when we was distributing P's music, we used to have weekly conference calls about what city was doing that, what the people was liking, what they was talking about, and
Yeah.
P whole thing was like he didn't feel like he was banned from radio. He just felt like his music was too raw for radio, and he didn't want to change none of it.
okay.
Like he wanted to stay raw and authentic.
Yeah.
To what it was. So he was like, I ain't cleaning up no Limit Soldiers. I don't give a damn if the song is 6 minutes. We're gonna rock.
Yeah, we gonna rock.
I ain't cleaning it. I ain't giving them no clean version.
Okay.
They gonna get what they get. The streets love it, I'm rocking. But he
Damn.
used to always give us gems on calls like, He would be like, no, continue to be your own boss or be your own boss. Remember, ownership is key. Like he used to always say something like that.
And he was saying that in 01. You got to think about how like ahead of time.
He owned it back then though.
Right.
He had already been in that mode.
In the ownership spot.
He used to always tell us that, and he used to always tell us invest in yourself. You can't invest in nobody without investing in yourself. That's what he's always tell us. Like invest in yourself, no matter what it is. Take this what I'm telling you and put it back into you.
That's fire.
And I don't know if y'all seen the documentary, but he also talked about marketing a lot. Like, where he used to ask us, where did y'all get my stuff out at? Like, where did y'all go? Y'all went to y'all neighborhood? Did y'all go to schools? Like, he would ask those kind of questions because he wanted to know from a marketing standpoint, are we hitting this demographic? Right. Because his demographic wasn't kids. So why the hell we be in the school giving away? Right. In the elementary school giving away no limit stuff. No limit. That wasn't his demographic. Facts. So he's telling I'm a street nigga and we going in the streets. Right. If y'all ain't in the streets, y'all wrong.
You gotta know your audience. Any market, you gotta know your audience and who you selling to. Yeah. If you want to make some real dollars, so that makes sense. Yeah. P is. He
was a genius, man. Like people don't. He would never get enough credit for how much of a marketing genius he was. Right. Like he took everything that was. Time. Yeah. He took everything that was wrong with the music game at that time and used it to his advantage. Every single thing. Like nobody went in there and got a deal where you as a company got 85% and the labels got 15. He went in there and told them, man, no, y'all give me 85. And he turned down major deals until one company was like laughed at him, basically like, all right, we'll get it to you. Right. But he had control, and that's what he was about. Like I'm in control of me because I built this. So that's what he did. Man. Yeah.
You already know what it is, man. It's Girls Like Sterl, a.k.a. Mr. No Cap. And check me. We just dropped the new sweatsuits. The sweatsuits are out and ready to be ordered. Zipper pockets on the sides. Elastic bands at the bottom. The best of the best quality. Hoodies, sweatsuits, sweatpants, everything you need, we got them. Make sure you tap in with me. www.nocapthelabel.bigcartel.com or follow me at @NoCapTheLabel or follow my personal Instagram at _GirlsLikeSterl. Tap in, get your sweatsuits. This is a sponsored ad from No Cap the Label. Get it!
Oh man. So what's happening, man? We are back. Time in. We're gonna get into a little bit of current events, man. Something I was seeing you post on your gram is like some type of music festival. You got Trick Daddy, a whole bunch of big names.
Talk about it. Come on, man. My man Space Entertainment out of 305 Live. Present the Trick Daddy 25th anniversary concert. Trick celebrating 25 years in the rap game.
That's what's up.
I'm celebrating 25 years in the radio game. So they were talking about bringing the Charlotte. I'm like, bro, we got to do this together. Yeah. So we going all the way up May 12th at the Bojangles Coliseum. Trick Daddy, Plies, Juvenile, Webby, 8 Ball, MJG, Petey Pablo.
A bunch of weed smoking there, boy.
And we just taking it back, man. It's a real down home. Goody Mob on that thing. A real down home Dirty South concert.
That's what's up.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. We need that.
I smell Bojangles Coliseum.
What? It's gonna be crazy enough. It's gonna be a good time, man.
That's what's up.
Definitely gonna be a good time.
Bojangles
May 12th, and then after party is gonna be a Harold's Chicken and Ice Bar.
Oh, word.
Harold's going up.
Bro, we got some parties this weekend since it got here, man. Harold's is like one of the better venues in terms of how it looks in there, man. Food straight, bro.
Y'all like the food?
Yeah, food.
So I've been to the original Harold's in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that was in Atlanta.
Nah, the original one is Chicago. It's out of Chicago.
Okay.
They moved to Atlanta. They started franchise, moved to Atlanta. Now they're in Charlotte.
Okay.
But but definitely that was my thing. I wanted to make sure when it got here, it was gonna be the same thing it was in Chicago. Okay. And I think they pulled it off. So yeah, I'm with it. I like it.
Shout out Harold's, man. We got a party there Friday.
Oh yeah,
welcome. Yeah. The Q's is in town.
Oh, that's right. My man just told me they got something Saturday too for the Q's.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
April 21st.
Pull up on us, man.
Friday, April 21st. It's on Friday.
And let me tell y'all something. I don't like to say I'm honorary because I know.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna say this. When I was on the yard, that's all I hung out with was Q.
Say that.
I really I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but it was only one thing I wanted to be in school.
Type shit.
I would have pledged.
That's because you a man with plenty of common sense.
I just like everything they stood for and represented on the campus.
But we about the community though, like all of us are, but like we really.
And a lot of the brothers were smart though. Like,
right.
The one that I used to say his name was Eric. Eric was real smart. He used to just like I think Eric was probably 2 years ahead of me. But he used to just talk to me about being in school, about, just being a black man in society.
Word.
He used to always just talk and communicate, man. That's what I just did never have time. But I definitely would have been. I definitely would have been with y'all, boy.
I did the same thing because it was the livest. They had the highest GPA on campus for us, and then they was throwing the livest parties. Then they had all the girls at the tree. And then like everywhere I'm at, all I'm seeing is Q's. Then the president of student government, the campus activity board, every position was filled with Q's. And I'm like, damn. I mean, you look at some of the stuff now, like Steve Harvey, we talking about Ricky Smiley. We was gonna get on that. Like they everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like they do so much different things. Like I can find myself in this with them. Terrence J, like they media personalities, they scientists, they whatever you need, the Q's is there. Cooks and chefs. Whatever.
I don't know if y'all can say, but do they have a line coming out of Smith this weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Probate this weekend.
See, I be on it, man.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a probate. I think their probate is Saturday.
Thursday, Big Folk 20.
So let's do the whole week. So Thursday, y'all come out.
Yeah, Thursday, EZ, that's UNC Charlotte. We come out Thursday.
On campus?
On campus.
Friday we at Harold's.
The party. And then Saturday, Road. That's John C. Smith.
Yeah, the Road chapter. Yeah,
they're gonna be coming. They got some boys coming out.
And then Sunday we back at Harold's.
What time on campus?
7-11. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Military time, 1911. Y'all know what it is.
Sunday we back at Harold's for the all white day party 2 to 7. Tap in.
No.
Yeah, we at Harold's all weekend.
I'm about to be a fake Q for the week.
Come on. What's up, man? We outside.
I will say this, man. Y'all not only do a lot of community, but y'all definitely know how to party.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Even not even just the undergrad, bro. You know,
the old school crews are really the ones that come and turn up.
This is a history lesson. Pi Phi, which is the graduate chapter, is the biggest graduate chapter in the world. In Charlotte.
Okay.
Pi Phi, the biggest.
Jordan is in that chapter. I know Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
I don't think he's.
I don't even think he's UNC.
No, I don't think
he's the grad chapter in Wilmington or whatever.
Wilmington grad chapter in Wilmington. I was about to say.
I know you're a Q though.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I mean, if the GOAT got to be a Q, then
him, Vince Carter, Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Gotta say that. You know what I'm saying? We tapped in. We at Harold's all weekend though.
We at Harold's all weekend, man.
Shout out to my man Elliot over there. Harold.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. We gonna shift gears, man. Let's get into some current sports, man. You sports, man. Definitely you know as well. We're on the basketball court. Got a basketball game after this.
Yeah.
He gotta leave us for the game, man. He gotta get some buckets out.
Did you see that? I don't think Draymond is from Atlanta, but he did a mean A-Town stomp.
He did Michigan, I believe.
He did a mean A-Town stomp.
Somewhere like that.
Mean A-Town stomp on
he deserved it. Sabonis, man.
To talk about because I don't like Draymond, so I'm biased.
I ain't watched that game because they shouldn't be losing at all. So I ain't get them that serious.
Nah, man, Sacramento is a lot better than people think, bro. And I'm gonna tell you what's making a difference in this series right now. First of all, Golden State has not played well on the road all year. Oh, yeah, Second of all, the bench scoring. Like, they got Malik Monk coming off the bench. He getting 20 by himself. Yeah. In both games.
Facts.
And then they just outscored Golden State's bench. But when you line the starters up, it's matched up. Like
it's matched up.
Is the bench for Sacramento, which when you play at home, your bench plays better.
Facts.
So when they go back to Golden State, because Jordan Poole had like 9 points last night. He averaged 17.
Did he get locked up or he just ain't do nothing?
He was frustrated.
Okay.
He was frustrated. Draymond didn't really play frustrated. Then Draymond got kicked out again. But you know, the playoffs, a lot of these teams match up very well together. So the littlest thing can throw it off.
Yeah,
Draymond being out the game, that's rebounding, that's calling out defenses, that's the heart of the team. And you know he got kicked out the game. I don't even think they should have kicked him out, but it grabbed his leg.
That's crazy, but that's crazy,
hurt me, bro.
You A-Town stomped this man. That was crazy, bro.
He did. In the real.
He's supposed to step on him and fall. He stepped on him and jumped. I'm like, he's Superman from this guy, man.
Trampoline is
big stepper stomp on.
You feel me?
Big stepper. Yeah, he did the big stepper.
Put that size 16 in your rib cage,
bro. What?
It's a wrap.
And then Sabonis sold it. He cried for 30 minutes.
You know they gonna flop.
Exactly.
Come on. But this is gonna be a great series. I'm thinking Golden State got to win. Golden State.
Okay.
Steph Curry from the city. Steph Curry. He was born in Ohio, but he was raised here in Charlotte from the time he was one.
Yeah, he been running around the Coliseum and all that.
I played with him in summer leagues and everything. Saw him playing high school. That boy from Charlotte. So
okay, if you give him that stamp, we got that stamp.
He from here.
If you give him that stamp, we got it. I got the Curry jersey on, so we'll take it.
He went to high school here. Graduated high school here.
Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that.
Davidson ain't too far, right?
But he went to high school here. He went to Charlotte Christian.
Yeah.
He went to Christian. Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, Steph and Seth. both went to
That's good
Charlotte.
news.
What's up?
So how you feel about LA, man? How you feel about LA?
The
I'm
Lakers,
a Bron fan. I'm a Bron fan.
I'm watching. I'm like, man,
Y'all-
listen, look good, man.
they hype. They're overhyped right now.
Oh man.
Hey man, come on, man. LA, they might get past the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I about to say
but it get real tough after that.
It do.
Who on the lineup? Who are the options after that?
I don't even know, but to get out the West, you gonna have to be Golden State
Yep.
or Sacramento. Just say it low, behold, Sacramento come out.
Yeah, they low key the underdogs
It's gonna
right
be
now.
tough, bro.
Sacramento
The
beating
West is
LA,
tough.
man.
That's crazy.
See, that's what they said about Golden. One thing, Sacramento could score. And you got Fox, who's he's one of the fastest guys with the basketball.
Schroeder, he's quick too.
Like, he can't check Fox. Not now that he can shoot his jumper when he first got in the league.
Right.
Now he can shoot
He
a
was just
jumper.
fast.
They bench, they play defense. They're well coached. Mike Brown is he know LeBron in and out.
That is true.
He know
If you know LeBron one way, you know him all
right. He know LeBron in and out.
But what about white chocolate, man?
Who?
White chocolate.
Who?
What's old boy name?
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves can go crazy
Austin
now.
Reeves and D'Lo. That's a man.
Austin Reeves get off because people double team LeBron. If you can straight up, match up with LeBron, you got somebody straight, which Golden State can. You can put Andrew Wiggins on. We ain't got to double LeBron. Let LeBron go. Let him and Andre go battle.
Yeah,
if you got somebody can do that, Austin don't get them shots.
He don't
He don't move that much.
He
not
wasn't
like a
moving
Steph
now.
Curry.
But
He
let's
don't do
say
that.
some chance about some way in hell, Sacramento makes it past Golden State. Ain't no way they about to leave LeBron and just one-on-one LeBron. Because
Harrison Barnes can't check him.
He about to just take it to the paint.
He gonna take him to the paint.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you what's really gonna change the Western Conference Finals is gonna be injuries. Whatever
Facts.
team could come out of these series healthy, that's
The
who's
best
gonna
healthy
win.
team.
So if the Lakers just stay healthy, they got a good chance.
That's true.
Everybody in the West got a chance.
That's facts. Well, I say John Morant injury. Giannis, I don't know what Giannis jointly look.
Giannis will be back tonight.
What you think about they not in the playoffs, sadly? But what do you think about the Hornets, man?
Man, we can't stay healthy.
Yeah, and I love the Hornets.
When the whole product is out there on the floor, we can compete in the East.
Look good.
We can compete in the East with Terry Rozier, Lonzo Ball.
Yep.
You got Gordon Hayward.
Kelly.
Mark Williams is coming along now. Like he's gonna be an animal. And I don't even like Duke players, but he's gonna be an animal.
Oubre.
That's what
Baby looking good.
I beg for them to get Oubre. When he got,
I love that love.
Please,
Yeah,
bro,
he's fine.
He hasn't met a shot he don't like.
Right.
And that boy gonna shoot that ball. But that's
for
good.
real. Yeah.
But he played defense too.
Yeah.
But and then we got some players that like at the end of the season came on. Number 10, his name starts.
Who the big man we got now?
Williams.
Yeah.
Williams.
Right.
From Duke. They put him in the G League.
Yep.
He's developed in the G League. He's gonna be a monster.
Yeah.
Double machine.
No, I'm still hurt. They let go of Devontae, man.
And then we got Miles Bridges coming back after he served his 10-game suspension.
I didn't even know he was still hooping.
He's been suspended.
I thought he was indefinitely suspended.
No. So they announced it. The NBA put out the other day.
Word.
He has to serve a 30-game suspension, which 20 of the games he's already served.
Talking about.
You can make that
30
work.
games is from this season?
So
From when it started.
they gave him a 30-game suspension.
Chill.
So they had already gave it to him. They just didn't announce it. The Players Association already gave it to him.
Okay.
Along with the NBA.
Damn.
They announced it the other day. So he's got a 30-game suspension. He's already served 20 of the 30. So he's only got to sit out 10 games the next season.
Hey, look, y'all better be on the lookout, man.
Man, he's gonna be a monster.
Look, bro, they about to go crazy.
Bro,
So
what?
first of all, the Hornets got to sign him.
And the mixtape
We got to
comes.
sign him back.
We got this because his contract is coming up.
right,
So we got to
right.
sign him.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was slated to get about 210. But now you got to give us a discount.
Yeah, that shit hurt me. I'm
You
like,
gotta
no,
do
you can't be doing that now.
For how many years?
I think probably about 5, 6, 210. Where he gonna fall?
You listen to the tape? Did you listen to the tape a little bit?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
So some Detroit, if you understand that culture, what they got going on now, he not bad. You put him in that mix of rappers, he's not bad.
This is Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? You can't operate on certain things. Unfortunately,
You're right. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, Ja got a whole strap. You mean tell me the strap, the double cup get the same? Come on, man.
It's different when you got a
You
woman
gotta-
and a kid involved.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we in the Bible Belt.
And we in the Bible Belt.
It's totally different.
I forgot about that.
I
We
mean,
added that
he's
to the whole
definitely gonna have to have a whole PR situation.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely gonna
apology tour.
And because
whole thing.
you got to look at when he comes back, and if the Hornets do sign him, which I'm like 90% sure they will. He got to sit in front of these cameras. He got to face it.
Yeah.
And they gonna bring it to him
Every time.
You got to be
too.
ready for that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can't handle that.
Yeah. He's gonna have to hold that one.
Yeah.
I hope he can,
man.
Hey, look, my brother. If you listening right now to the pod, come tell your story.
We're not gonna talk about it though. The smart thing is, I don't have a side.
Yeah.
I already said I was guilty. I apologize.
Just keep it like that. No comment.
I don't have a side. Because no matter what you say, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, there's no right thing to say.
Ain't no right thing to say.
That shit.
No right thing to say.
Man, they gonna spin that story.
I'm getting help. I got an anger problem. I'm getting help. I apologize.
You know you got the best game in his life.
That's it.
That's the best game in his life.
That would be my story every single time. And I comment every single time.
There's nothing for you to say, but in case you want to come somewhere where you can say it, you know what I'm saying? The producers ain't all in the videos. Hey, we ain't gonna cut out the segment. We gonna send it to you before we put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Come sit at the Epicenter podcast.
On game. He gonna have the best game in his life, man. And the first thing they gonna ask is something about that. But I already know how it's gonna go.
Exactly.
That's sick, but that's how it's gonna go.
That's how I go, bro.
Man, how you feel about moment of honesty? I watch probably college basketball a lot more than professional basketball at this point in time.
Women's at that.
How do you feel about the recent championship? LSU, Angel Reese,
I loved it.
White Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying?
You loved it. I loved it.
Feel me?
First of all, I was mad Dawn Staley wasn't there. Before the game that they played with Iowa, Dawn told LSU, let's make this an all SEC title game.
Right.
And y'all didn't get there, Dawn. Come on now.
Come on.
But I love Dawn Staley, what she's doing for the culture in the women's basketball. However, man, those girls at LSU, they turned up and they played their game. That's how guys play. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I like
you was first of all, Caitlyn is a baller. Stop that.
That's what you gotta say.
She made me start watching college.
She can flat out.
And she got another year too.
Yeah,
because she's not old enough to go to WNBA.
Right.
Yet.
She can flat out.
She's like
play
21.
basketball.
You gotta be 22 to go to. What you call it?
Yeah. She can flat out play basketball.
Year.
And Iowa will be back again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we could see a rematch again.
That's true.
Cause Caitlyn can play.
What's the name? Andrew Reed's not leaving either.
Nah,
she's making so much money right now. NIL deals that she's not even worried about WNBA. She's making more than WNBA players is making right now.
She said that herself. She was like, I'm not even trying to go to the WNBA.
From the business side, what would you do if you were the head of the marketing tomorrow? Like, women's basketball for the WNBA. What would you tell them to do? We got to get these ticket sales up because there's talent there. You got pretty women, we got real ballers. I'm gonna try
to get as much games with Caitlyn and LSU on TV. Prime as many games. Right now, that's who everybody want to see.
Yeah,
facts.
Caitlyn is like that though.
I
heard about her, then I started seeing her doing the tournament.
Steph Curry
I was
stuff.
like, boy.
Now she can shoot.
And she's in Iowa. Nobody go to Iowa to watch basketball.
Yeah,
exactly.
But if you put them on TV, people will watch her.
Yeah,
and they will watch. They want to see LSU play.
Absolutely.
Just the way they play basketball and South Carolina. Women's basketball is great right now in the college game. Hopefully they can transfer over to the WNBA, but they should be doing some marketing stuff. Like companies, I would be all over Angel Reese. The whole LSU.
Every time I go on my Instagram now, I scroll, she on like a couple sponsored ads. She with a couple companies I picked her up. And I was gonna say the same thing with Dion. Nobody going to Colorado to watch football. But now Colorado sold out. Season ticket holders sold out.
Dion is a whole brand by himself.
Yeah, he's been that. And that's not like that. He's been that. Right. But I'm going to say this. So South Carolina State, we beat them in the first celebration bowl. Beat them.
They gave y'all the game, though. They gave y'all the game.
Stop that. We beat them.
Hey,
it wasn't no fluke. It wasn't no close game. Central was a close game.
I'm about to say Central too.
Yeah, Central beat them. We beat them. Bam, beat them. JSU beat them. But my uncle went to Jackson State, so I love Jackson State. I love the band.
A little known fact. Y'all probably know, but I just realized this. That Walter Payton went to Jackson State.
Yeah, I've been on that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Walter Payton went to Jackson State.
I learned that this year,
bro. It's a lot of HBCU football players that went.
We couldn't go to no other schools. They wouldn't accept us.
Yeah.
So you think about back during those times, we had to go to HBCU.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that Dion put the light on it. And you know,
so much talent, man. Like South Carolina State, we got, not to cut you off, we got some of the most NFL players that go to the league. My frat brother Darius Leonard, if y'all keep up with the Colts,
I know
defensive rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? Maniac, killer on the field.
The boy that played
the Kobe Durant. The Rams.
No. Play for the Kansas City Chiefs. He went to Fayetteville State.
Right.
Went to Fayetteville State.
Yeah.
So
it's a bunch, man. It's out here HBCUs.
But see, like a lot of people didn't like what Dion did, like how he left or whatever. But Deion put the light on HBCUs.
Yeah,
You got HBCU combines now. You got the NFL invite HBCU players to the combine. So Deion put the light there. You don't got to stay there forever to keep the light shining.
Right.
Like,
that was the
Deion
big
got to
argument.
grow too. Yeah,
he was sick that he left Jackson State. Bro, he put his own salary up. He stayed there for 2-3 years. Took them to play. I mean, it was JSU merch everywhere. All the celebrities at the game. I went to the FAMU Jackson State game. Chad Ochocinco out there.
It's gonna be the same thing in Colorado.
Yeah, everybody gonna be in Colorado. I'm telling you, everybody gonna be out there, coach and all, watching the game.
And I think it's crazy how he even came, because on a real football tip, he came in that first meeting with Colorado State. He basically said, "I'm bringing my luggage with me."
Right.
I can only imagine being a player in there. I'm a junior in there. I'm just in there sweating like, "Oh shit, get the transfer portal. It's time to
get this goddamn weight room."
And it's Louis.
Yeah,
but man, he brings about a winning culture wherever he goes because he's a winning person. Deion will tell you this: I win in real life, so I can win on the football field. He wins in real life. He been winning in real life.
That's facts.
So.
That's facts. Shout out Deion doing everything for the HBCUs, man. We love that. We love that. Shannon Sharp went to Savannah State.
Yeah, I'll say Shannon Sharp.
Like, it's so many. It's a lot, bro. You just don't hear about it as much. But like you said, the light is on it now.
Yeah,
we up.
Speaking of another place that the light is on, man, I feel like as far as music, man, ever since kind of the baby, I think I heard you reference like kick the door down. I think Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina. I mean, even J. Cole, we could say just gave attention to what we got going on over here in North Carolina, South Carolina. All we got going on.
Y'all can't believe y'all disrespect my man Petey Pablo like that. Like,
shout out Petey Pablo.
Come on, man. Pablo. Everybody in the world screaming North Carolina.
That's fact.
North Carolina. Come on,
He was naming cities.
And y'all seen Drumline. He was the halftime performance in Drumline.
My God, like people say North Carolina and they skip over Petey now. You can't do that.
They do. I ain't think about that.
You can't disrespect Petey like that.
Petey Pablo from the 252, ain't he?
He is.
You don't never talk about that.
You went straight to the 910 and skipped Petey.
Hey, listen, we all
never talk about Petey till you came.
We all imperfect, man. You know what I'm saying? 25, man.
Shout out
make sure you get off, man.
Shout out.
That's my dog, man. He'll be on the show May 12th, man. You know we finna.
Oh, you on that too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's I got. Yeah, we gotta
check that out.
We need some tickets. We need to be because the whole premise. I don't even know if we said this. The whole premise of this show is to put light on North Carolina, South Carolina artists. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about rappers, bottle girls, even club owners. Because North Carolinians don't get that pub like Atlanta. Right. You can't go sit down and talk your story like this. You know, I had to search. You know, you got a lot of interviews because who you are. But like, if you're looking for these up and coming artists, you don't hear them out of North Carolina until they pop.
Right.
And you don't get the grind. You don't hear how they, you know what I'm saying, came up. So we was like, bro, we're going to do something. I went to college in North Carolina. I got family there. North Carolina 25704. We all here, so it's like we need to do something for the city, bro. Yeah. So that's what this also. That tour is gonna be crazy. I didn't even know Petey Pablo was on there.
Petey on there.
Shout out North Carolina.
I think me and Petey. Thursday. So every Thursday, I'll be doing Instagram lives at 3 on my Instagram page. I am No Limit Larry. So I think I don't know if Petey is tomorrow. Somebody's tomorrow. I think it is Petey though.
Man,
that's my dog. Petey is the first plaque I don't have a No Limit plaque. Like I have like in radio you get plaques for like when the artists sell a million records they go platinum or they go gold.
Right.
Petey is the first radio plaque I ever got.
Really?
Still got it to this day.
Gee, that's fine.
I only got 3. I got Petey. I got Yin Yang Twins because they're my cousins. They're my cousins on some real stuff. And I got Eminem, the Marshall Mathers plaque. That plaque is phenomenal though.
That's what's up.
No, facts.
Facts. You gotta drop a couple of your gems on there and tell them what you got going on. That's what's up though.
Need that, man. But just to go a little bit deeper than what you were saying, man, I wanted to add my little 2 cents on it.
What's that?
Because you know how they say black people in terms of race are huge consumers, but not necessarily producers, you know what I'm saying, outside of culture, in terms of like stuff that we make, you know what I'm saying, so we need to produce more black business and all that stuff. I kind of feel, I'm not sure what that ringing is, but I kind of feel along those lines when it comes to like entertainment and music for North Carolina, South Carolina, because any artist who's, you know, worth their weight in salt, who can hold on, got their own 2 cents, can get at least a couple 2 days off in Carolina, especially when they start their wave. Right. But we might not have the same reverence for people here. We're huge consumers of music, right? But when you think of North Carolina, we don't have that huge list. R&B maybe, you know what I'm saying? You throw R&B, the R&B names in maybe. Yeah. But as far as hip hop, you know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily see that long, conglomerate of just rappers and just huge entertainment, whatnot, man. So we want to be that place to help. Champion the media, champion our champions.
So if they ever say we need to come talk to you, you can't make it. You got a dinner or something. You got something you got to do. Just send them over.
Point them over to us. Point them over here.
I got my young boys over there. They're running for you. We'll put it out.
I got a couple guys out of North Carolina that not even artists, but just radio personalities. Y'all can hit up that if they might could do it on Zoom or they might pull up. So.
Yeah.
I got some new artists too that's making noise.
Shout out some of the dudes that you talking about that you got on your pod. You talking about what you got?
My man, shout out my man Murder Man. He's a new artist. He from the Charlotte, but he's in Raleigh right now working. Shout out my man Brian Dawson celebrating 24 years in radio in Raleigh. That's what's up. Big shout out to my man Kiki. He's out. I'm doing it. So on my podcast right now, like every season, I try to do like different stuff. Right. Okay. Like my first season was all like different shit. So it was like hubby shit, dancer shit, stuff like this. So this season is street shit. So we really trying to find those street stories and uncover those street stories. So first one, I think I'm gonna drop the episode probably like the first week of May. It's a kid in the city, man, named Kiki. He a rapper, but he know everything that go on in the city.
Yeah. You need somebody like that.
Yeah, and then I got my man Noah. Shout out to Noah. Was young guy, owner of the White House. Ended up, getting caught up in a situation, getting locked up, but he sat down and told a story. So he coming to me to tell the story. So I'm on a street tip this season. So if you got I'm like y'all was shouting out. If you got a street story out there,
yes sir.
Tap in. I'm looking for the real street stories. I really want to tell the story about. It's a guy named y'all pops and uncles probably know him. Out the city, one of the biggest. I'm gonna put it out there. One of the biggest drug dealers in Charlotte history. Yeah. Name is Money Rock.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
No, it ain't allegedly.
Oh shit!
It's documented.
Oh, he did time. He did.
This is documented. He's a pastor now. But
he passed. Okay.
Yeah, but it's documented.
Money Rock.
Money Rock. Like,
Money Rock.
You know how people like Rick Ross took Rick Ross' name. Right. Y'all might know Rayful Edmond.
Right.
You might know cats that
John Gotti. All that stuff like that. Yeah.
Money Rock in Charlotte is like he was a kingpin.
Wow.
Out of Charlotte.
He from Hidden Valley or something?
Where's Money Rock from?
Because you know all that Hidden Valley.
I know he used to be on the north. He used to trap out of Piedmont Courts. You should know Piedmont Courts. Yeah, Piedmont Courts, Earl Village. He used to trap out of there.
Okay.
And he had one of the biggest shootouts in Charlotte history with a guy named Big Lou back in the day. My mama then was in the streets then, so it was like back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to get him and
tell his story.
Because that's what I think. As it relates to music, I think that's why we was getting skipped over because they didn't realize it's a lot of money in Charlotte. A lot of street money. Yeah. I guess cats came out here and really got real money. And what people don't realize is like we from Miami to Atlanta, you got to come through Charlotte, or from New York coming down to Miami, you got to stop in Charlotte. A lot of things come through Charlotte. We're not the nation's second largest bank, the second largest banking capital in the United States for nothing. Yeah. There's a lot of money here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money
even in BMF, there was we got to go to North Cadillac.
Right.
That's what they used to call it.
And they was coming up here, bro. You come from Atlanta, you got to go to New York. You coming through here.
You got to come through.
You got to stop in Charlotte.
That's facts.
So it's a lot of stuff that they got left off. Yeah. And we ain't heard the stories. So like Money Rock was big time back then, and I want to get him on.
That's what's up.
So you doing the stories, man, talking to the real street cats. People who really lay down game and have a lot of credence and whatnot. What else, in terms of just overall everything, bringing up North Carolina, South Carolina, what else we need to do? You know what I'm saying? What else you think need to happen? If you had to forecast.
Come together.
Yeah,
come together.
That.
You got a podcast, I got a podcast.
Facts.
Y'all could have hit me up. I could have been like, bro, I ain't doing that. I got my own podcast.
Okay.
I'm not, but people do that. Like I ain't gonna work with them because I got my own. Nah, bro, let's work together.
Facts.
We all do this together, and not just podcasters, but radio personalities, podcasters,
musicians, artists. Yeah,
that's what another thing that separated us because everybody like on the rap side, I want to be the first one, so I ain't gonna work with nobody else. I'm gonna get there and I ain't gonna bring nobody else.
Yeah.
So that's when
we already separated by states. We had North Carolina, South Carolina.
When I said the baby kicked in the door, that's what I meant. Yeah. Like he started like, okay, I made it. Well, let me see what these other guys. He went and got a rapper out of Salisbury. Yep. He went and helped the guy out of South Carolina.
His producer Jetson from Columbia.
South Carolina. You know what I mean?
Jetson
so that's what I mean by he kicked in the door.
So what's 20 from? What's 20 from?
20 from here, if I'm not mistaken.
I think 20 from here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put
But You know what I mean? He actually and he really tried to put Cat something with him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he really made like Brad was nominated for 6 Grammys.
Right. Yeah.
As a rapper nominated for 6 Grammys. Come on, bro. That's
it was big.
He might ain't win, but nigga, I was nominated 6 times.
He was like number one, like hot. It ain't like he was like, oh yeah, he one of those.
He was buzzing around the. I was on the Kirk tour.
You gotta get that man his flowers,
bro. That shit was crazy when you go to the city.
Like, bro, 6 Grammys.
Yeah.
Nominated back to back, 4 times the first time. No, 2 times the first time, 4 times the second time.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. As a rapper in Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly.
Rock all the award show. I was on Saturday Night Live. That boy did Saturday Night Live, man.
He did. Yeah.
Wow.
That's kicking the dough down, bro.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? You showcase that it can be done.
Definitely.
If you put the work in, you got the talent, you got the music, you got the work ethic.
Yeah.
You can kick the dough in.
That's what it is.
For so long, we kept knocking and getting knocked down. Then, like, I think a lot of rappers lost hope. But now he showed the bro, Now, I went and did it, and everybody talk about how I did it. Now you can say, well, okay, I see what he did or didn't do. Now I can go do it differently.
Definitely.
So now gave somebody else a chance. So.
Better say you sat down with one of his I'm not gonna say label mates. I don't know what the actual position is, but like he kind of run SCMG, Arnold Taylor, man.
Yeah.
How much credence you give to the
South
team?
Coast Music Group.
Yeah, in terms of making all
SCMG.
Shout out SCMG, man. Yeah, they got Tusi going crazy right now.
Tusi been rocking.
Tusi about to have a #1 record in the world right now.
Oh, for real?
In a couple weeks, that favorite song gonna be #1.
Favorite song.
Like it's trending up there. Like Lola Brooks is #1 right now.
Okay,
but he's climbing on her ass.
Yeah.
So
he been working, man. Like I said, when I was on tour with him, he was opening up for Baby.
Right.
And it was like small crowds, but like now, I mean, he
got his own thing. He got his own lane.
He opened up.
He don't cause no controversy. He go to work.
Right.
I go to work, bro.
Exactly.
And he got like a catalog, bro. Like I got still listen to his old joint, like somebody who nasty. Right. Only that when that time comes. You know what I'm saying?
He got some hits.
So now that's the stuff like as an artist, like that people miss. You can go back, boom. I'm gonna drop this. Lost tapes and stuff like that. And bring it back, and then you get some new fans off your old stuff.
Yeah.
Big
so he's one of the ones that's representing North Carolina.
Definitely.
Out of Durham, Raleigh area doing his thing. So shout out to him too. But man, Arnold's the brains behind all that.
For sure.
And just when people was counting Arnold out, man, I got Tootsie. I got Tia Corinne who's out there going crazy. Going crazy.
Black Zach in Columbia.
Black Zach in Columbia. So it's like, bro, he's the brains. He's the one who got all of them together. Polished them up, worked with them, went on the road with them, talked to them. Anytime they got a problem, he the one who got to deal with that first. Because it's
coming straight.
His brand on the line.
Definitely.
So
definitely. Shout out SCMG.
Too, man,
Shout out King Carter.
Yeah,
King Carter. Big facts, man.
Definitely.
Jesus, man. Yeah,
we love to rap. We could do this all day. We know you got a game. We gotta get some buckets up.
Gotta make sure you get to the game, man. No Limit Layer. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
you, man.
Like I always say, not to cut you off.
Go.
You're a friend of the show now. So anytime you want to come back, you got something going.
Hey, bro, let me come on in. We got something to talk about. I got somebody with
I told you
we'll be up.
We relocating soon. We got changes to make.
We got each other number, man.
Yeah, we gonna tap in. We gonna tap. But friend of the show, wherever we at. Pull up on us, man. Come talk some shit.
You know I'm coming out that weekend. You said white on Sunday. Let
me say this. Harold. Chicken and ice bar Friday.
Tomorrow. Put some respect on Easy name. So Thursday, Easy.
Okay, start Easy.
You know what I'm saying? Freedom Boys, man. Freedom Boys.
Thursday.
Freedom Boys. That's the program.
What
time? I'm coming. 7-11. Where we at on
Star Quad.
I find it.
Right next to the library. It's right by the library.
Okay.
Boom.
Friday.
Thursday. That's Thursday.
Okay, that's Thursday. Friday.
We at Harold's. We at Harold's from 8 to 2. Party, welcome to Q's to Charlotte.
I ain't got nothing to do Friday night. I'm in there.
Friday night, we at Harold's all night going crazy. Pull up on us, pull up on me, Cozy Entertainment.
I'm coming.
Fats. Pull up on us, we outside. Saturday, Road Probate. JCSU.
Put some respect on our girl name, man.
Who?
Kayla, man. Kayla. We got
the
adult field day, 12 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So it's the alternate. That's damn. I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you what my man gave me. Hold on, y'all go ahead.
About to say I'm gonna give you the whole rundown of location, man. But it's gonna be fire, man. Kayla got the adult field day in case you want to play kickball, flag football.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Do all that, all the games and stuff. Have drinks out there, a little bit of food, man. It's gonna be great vibe.
It's gonna be lit. Because it might be at Hardin if it rained. So
Okay,
it might be a hard depending on the weather. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're gonna figure that out.
So we got that.
So Thursday,
Boom.
easy probate. Friday, outside at Harold's with the Q's. Saturday, adult field day during the day, and road probate.
Road probate, yeah.
At Smith. Sunday, we outside at Harold's again. All white. 2 to 7. Day party. Day party vibes. Put on your all white. We outside. I think they opening the patio for the first time at Harold's. And doing a brunch menu. It's outside. We up. Pull up on us, man. We outside this whole weekend. You feel me? Yeah, Pank almost dropped his laptop.
In case you listening, man, our producer Pank just dropped his laptop. It was on the work laptop. Exactly.
Almost.
He done lost all the files.
All the files gone.
Hey, that's crazy because we work in tech. You mess up one line of code, that whole building shut down.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I had it was one dude in my very first job ever out in Kansas. I worked for this healthcare IT company, and we worked with code. That was my first and last job ever working with code.
Yeah.
This one dude put in a delete update, right? And he wiped out an entire region, right?
Oh,
so
shit.
you're talking like 6-7 states, the whole middle of the U.S. wiped out all of the patients' health records. You know what I'm saying? Bro, before my mans could even reach out to his manager and be like, bro, I messed up, they fired his ass.
That nigga got double fired.
Gone. Because once it's deleted, you can't bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
They need a reverse code. Reverse that.
Yeah.
Hit the undo button.
Hell
Boy,
yeah.
you finished.
Hell yeah.
Boy, you're finished.
Pank, appreciate you, man. Mackenzie,
you
appreciate
already
you.
know.
Appreciate you, man.
You know that. Maggie
No
T,
Limit Larry, the
appreciate
legend,
y'all,
man. We
man.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Definitely
Sir.
come back,
Charlotte
man.
Legend giving you flowers early, man. This shit was
I
super
really
lit. I wore my
appreciate y'all.
jersey just for
Real
this.
talk.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Foes up, man. Shout out to North Side, East Side, South Side, and the West Side, man. We outside.
You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
You can get that basketball court back on the north side too, man. But it's been a wonderful episode, man. Thank you for tuning into the Epicenter podcast. YouTube, subscribe, download the episode, Apple, Google, Spotify, all that stuff,
Anywhere you
man.
can find us at.
Hey, listen, follow the Instagram page, man. We
Yeah,
got
we always say this.
55,000 impressions and y'all ain't following the page.
Come on, man.
How
Tap
the real
in,
get
tap in.
50,000 and y'all ain't follow the page? Y'all
Something
whole
fishy.
shit.
Something fishy.
But anyway, man, the Epicenter podcast, that's DAEPICENTRE, the British way.
The UK way.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a beautiful episode. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.
You dig?